Now remember, we've made this hook trace about 30 inches long, a little bit less when we've tied the knots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have about 15 inches, no more, of hook trace. And the hook trace needs to be 20 to 25 pounds. You don't have to worry about it. 20 or 25 is perfect. Now I always leave the line on the spool, but tie it to the hook trace swivel. And you've just shown one knot. I'm going to do a slight variation on the same knot that you did. I'm going to do a tucked half blood, which is basically, you just go around itself, wrap it around about 6 times, because remember this is lighter 25-pound line. Yeah. So you need a few extra turns.
There's only 3 turns or 4 turns that slide through.
On the heavy stuff, yeah. That's right. Yes, that's right. You go through the loop at the bottom.
As I did in my knot.
Exactly, but the difference is you go through the loop a second time, so that you've got a lock in. That's why they call it the tucked half blood. It's that tuck at the end. It just makes it stronger. A little bit of saliva. Nip it up and just very, very gently slide it down. Just make sure it's nice and strong and nice and neat. It makes a very neat small knot.
Very nice.
And we'll just take this tag end off. Don't need to leave very much.
You trimmed that very tight because you tucked it. Well, it's not coming up.
I know it's strong. I've got total confidence in it. So then all I do then is measure off about 15 inches or so, no more than that.
You're good at measuring without a measure stick, aren't you?
Cut that free. Practice die, Brian. Practice die. And the last job is the same again. Is just tie the hook on, and we're going to use exactly the same knot. And I'll show you why in a second. So all you need is a tag end about sort of 3 inches long, no more. Over on itself, take it around 6 times, in through the bottom loop, which is right by the eye of the hook, bring it round on itself and in through the top hook. And before you close it, again, just a little bit of saliva and just slide it down and lock it in place. Look at the pressure I'm putting on that. It won't move. It's totally strong. The beauty is with these knots is they create a very tight barrel, so when you put worms, you slide worms over the hook, you can slide the worm over the knot without breaking the worm. Yeah. And that's quite important. And that is your basic rig.
It couldn't be simpler. That'll get somebody fishing who's never been fishing before. They can build that in a matter of minutes.
Minimal components, you know, very inexpensive to tie. Yeah. The beauty is you can fish it like that with the hook trace high towards the top swivel where you connect to your shock leader. It becomes a paternoster.
Do you want to slide that down?
But by simply sliding it down towards the bottom, it becomes what we call a long and low. And all that means is that with the hook there where my right hand is, the hook trace is literally hard on the seabed, and that's very good for different fish like flatfish, whereas the higher up hook trace tends to pick up fish like whiting, coalfish, codling that are swimming just up off the bottom. So it's a very versatile rig.
So really what you've got is the simplest rig in the world to build that's totally versatile, which actually makes it very universal. You can do plenty with a simple rig.
Catch a lot of different species as well, and that's what it's all about. And that's the first rig that people should put.
Pence, toss your pence.
Toss your pence, exactly right.